Hey sunshine! Welcome back to Dark Sunlight. I'm Katie, and today I have some really fun holiday bullet journal spreads for you. Last week we covered the basic December setup, which I can link in the corner if you haven't seen it yet. So this week I wanted to do a deep dive on some fun spreads, some useful spreads, and some memory keeping spreads. So let's get into it. I did do the sketching up front because otherwise we would have been here for hours. This first spread I'm creating is something I came up with to count down to not just one, but a few fun events in December. Since Yule is important to me, Christmas is important to my family, Hanukkah is important to some of my best friends, and I think New Year's is pretty much important to everyone, I wanted to create an all-encompassing countdown. So I drew 31 festive doodles that you can color in each day to count down to all the special events of the month. You might notice that throughout all these spreads, I'm keeping the color palette super minimal with just my black fine liners and a gray Tombow dual brush pen, which I did for two reasons. One is that I want the printables to be super customizable so people can color and personalize them as they want, and also so I can use the spreads a bit like a coloring page for myself throughout the month. The second page I'm creating is a place to track any snail mail, cards, or letters you might be sending out this holiday. There's a space to list the names of the people you're sending to, their mailing addresses, and a place to check off if it's been sent. The next spread is my holiday bucket list and wish list. On the right side page, I made a spot to make a holiday wish list. If one of your traditions is to do a gift exchange, you could use this page to list out all the presents you're hoping to get. I won't be asking for anything this year myself because there's nothing I really need and I'm trying to keep things budget friendly. So I'm just happy to be able to spend time with my family and friends. I didn't want my bucket list to feel like an overwhelming to-do list, so I just came up with 5 easy and fun things I wanted to make sure I did throughout the season. I picked baking some sweet treats, having a cozy movie marathon with a spot to write down the movies I want to see, buying and decorating my first tree, making a holiday playlist also with a spot to list some song ideas, and playing outside. This next spread has space on the left to brainstorm gift ideas for everyone you're buying for. And then once you've decided what to get them, you can track all the items in the chart on the right. It has columns to track who the gift is for, what you've got them, how much it cost, if it's been shipped, if you've received it, if it's wrapped, and even a spot to write down a note about if the receiver loved their gift or if maybe you could refine your ideas for the next year. The last 2 pages are a self-care page and a memory-keeping page. This time of year can be really exciting and happy, but it can also be really stressful for a lot of people. So I wanted to include this self-care page full of little reminders to help keep calm and party on during the holidays. On the right-hand side, I made these little frames where you could either paste photos, draw in some doodles, or write some fun things that happen throughout the month. And at the bottom is just a place to capture quick little highlights about what you were loving, eating, reading, watching, listening to, and feeling. If you're enjoying this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications. It really helps me out. Before we get into the final flip through and examples of how these spreads look filled in, I just want to take a second to recognize my newest patron, Leah. Welcome to the team. I'm incredibly grateful for your support, and I hope you love the bonus content and printables. Don't forget that if you want to get your hands on the printable version of these holiday spreads, just head over to my Patreon and check out the Pothos tier. For just $4 a month, you get access to everything in the lower tier, as well as all the printables I make for my videos. I'll leave a link in the description below. So here's how these holiday spreads turned out, and I'll quickly show you how cool they might look when they're filled in as well. And that is it for my holiday bullet journal ideas. I hope this video was inspiring and helpful for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.